Facts, bullshit, and honesty. In this episode, I'm going to give you some facts. It might place with some bullshit, but it's going to be all honesty. It's up to you to figure out what's facts from bullshit, but just know it's going to be all honesty. For example, did you know it takes a certain amount of personal discipline to be able to create, manage, and handle a home budget? Did you know most adults struggle with budgeting on a daily basis? This episode is a continuation of my last episode because I really want to explain and get into some basics on how to set up a basic budget plan. I'm going to do just a little bit more than what I did last time, but it's not going to be a lot. It's going to be easy to go over and very simple. So I'll give you more details shortly, right here on Straight Hating, baby. Welcome back. Straight Hating is brought to you by Straight Hating Fashion and More, an online store selling a new brand of merchandise called Straight Hating. We currently have a limited supply of 5 different items, but we will soon progress to 100 plus items in the near future. Go check us out at straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. That's straighthatingfashionsandmore.com. Right now, for the last 2 days of this month, September, today and tomorrow, and it's been going well all month long, so thank you for those who participated. So for the day and tomorrow, the last 2 days of this promotion, whatever you purchase at the website, you will receive 1 free Straight Hating carry bag. Straight Hating carry bag has the Straight Hating logo in front. Also has the Straight Hating brand name in the back. This comes with a zipper pocket. Also a big pocket with a lot of stuff you can put in there. And also has the drawstrings on the side as well. Easy to carry. On the side it has a pocket for your AirPods, or if you have shades of glasses you can stick it in here and you can carry around those with you as well. So this is a Straight Hating carry bag. Very easy, very simple, multi-purpose. Children or adults can use it. It's very popular. It's growing popularity as we go. We've only been up and going for the last 2 to 3 months, and we've been doing great, real successful with it. So make sure you go to straighthatingfashionsandmore.com when you make your purchase. In the comment section where you put your sizes as well, you're also going to put "send me my free carry bag." Send me my free bag. So go to straighthatingfashionsandmore.com and make your purchase. I'm your host, AC. Welcome back. Now today's topic is simple home budgeting plans. Like I said, I'm going to spend a little bit of time with this. It's not going to be a long episode. I just want to touch base on it because I did touch base on it on the last episode. So, to do the purpose of a simple home budgeting plan is not to, is to do the basic stuff. So you can do your, record your income and your expenses and be able to handle it easier versus just write down a bill and I got to pay this, whatever. It gives you a snapshot of what you're looking at for that month and for a weekly basis, so you can handle it and budget it correctly so you won't overspend, or if you are overspending, you'll be able to see it and be able to manage it and then fix it as the months go by or time go by, because you know what you're looking at. And it's easy to manage. Well, for me, I've been doing it for years, so I can actually do that in my sleep. So, but other people, they find it so hard because it takes a lot of discipline. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They don't have simple, basic discipline to manage their funds. They very real, spending money on anything at any time. But then when it comes to bill time, whatever, oh man, I got enough money. What do I do with money? So with a budget, you got to have some self-discipline. So, and if you don't have it, you can learn it. You can learn how to have self-discipline. Because it's something that, anything you can learn, you can teach yourself doing. You got to do it all the time. Practice it, until it becomes a habit. When it becomes a habit, and then it's something you're always doing, and then it becomes not a job, but it becomes like something that's a necessary, easy thing that you do, like getting up, put on clothes, driving your car, putting gas in your car. It becomes simple as that. It becomes a task that you do automatically all the time. Now, me, myself, I do my monthly budget every month, and I do my weekly budget every week. So I keep check on it, and it's easy to do. If you have a computer, you can put in your computer software, stuff like that. But you don't have to have that. You know, once you get better at it, you could do that. But it's simple. Use a piece of paper and a pencil or pen. Very simple. It's easy. I find it easy to look at a piece of paper versus on a computer all the time. Because you can have a piece of paper on your desk and just grab it, look at it real quick, put it back down, and then go about your day. Go back to it, check things off, go back to your day. Very simple, very quick, very easy. So for those who don't know how to do it, I'm going to give you a few pointers, a couple of pointers that you can start it off, maybe for October. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you want more details on it or want me to do it again, just make sure you put in your comments, like, share, subscribe, put in your comments, and then let me know what you think about it. All right, so for example, for October, so that's next month coming up, what you want to start off is with this. You always want to start your monthly budget before the month starts. You don't want to get into the month and you're going to do a monthly budget. But if that happens, jump on it right away. But you want to start the monthly budget a week or two ahead, at least a week ahead before the month actually happens. That way you're prepared to be on course. Now, it's different parts of the monthly budget, but we're going to start with the first part. You want to just have a snapshot of what your bills to income is per month, starting with the first month. Okay? So the monthly budget, let's start with a piece of paper. You got your piece of paper, put it down, and then you're going to put on top of it October monthly budget. Simple. Underline it. Next step, you're going to put, go to, say, Roman numeral A, or the letter A. Then you put expenses. Underline it. Don't put expenses, just put bills. Let's make it more simple. Let's write bills. And then under there, you're going to put numbers 1 through 20, or whatever, how many bills you have. Light bill, put the date, write light bill, the date the bill is due, and the amount. Phone bill, date is due, the amount. To keep doing all this on every bill that you have that have those reoccurring bills that come to you that you have to pay by a certain date. Write that down with the date, due, and amount. Next, you're going to put things that you have to spend on, like most people have car fuel. It could be car fuel or bus fare, or whatever like that. So if you're doing bus fare, you put bus fare on there. How much you think you need bus fare per month. Put that on there. Car fare, car gas. I'll always put car, in my home I put car and truck fuel. And I put the total amount I will be using on my vehicle, and my wife will be using on her vehicle. That's how much I put right there on that line. Car and truck fuel, that amount. Food per month. Food. How much you think I spend per month on food? Boom. Now, if this is your first time doing this, just make sure you have estimates. Now, it's easy for the other bills because recurring bills, you can look at the bill itself and say, boom, it's this date and this amount due. For other stuff, you have to estimate, like food, groceries, needed items, stuff you got to get for your home, and other things that you have to estimate. Just put a good estimate how much you think you're going to spend per month on that item. and put it there. Now, as the months go by, you can adjust it to, if you know you're not spending that much, you cut down, then that's where the budget comes at. It helps you to adjust to where it actually meets your actual income. But it takes months to adjust it. But you got to start with somewhere first. Now, once you get all that written down, spending money, put it all there as well. How much you think you'll spend per month. If you're the kind of person that like to go out and eat, spend stuff on yourself, whatever, just put spending money or personal money and put that number in there as well. Now, you get to the bottom, you put a total. This is the total of my total bills and stuff. And that's the number. That's the actual number by it. And that should be your total of your total household bills for that month. I'm going to only do it for that 1 month. Also, if you have stuff like holiday spending and all that kind of stuff, put it in there also. October, say, holiday spending for the weekend or whatever. Put that in there as one of the numbers and put a number by it. You have your total. Now, you go to the next one, the next part of your page, and you're going to put letter B. And you're going to put income. Underline that. Then you go to number it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many income sources that you actually receive per month coming to you in a source of cash, or money that you actually could spend, you can receive and spend. Usually it'd be paychecks. So depends on how many people in your home. Say for yourself. Say it's more than one person, it's still easy to do as well. Say for yourself. You put your name, put my job income. No, put my job. You already got the list of income. The first one, put my job. How much you think you'll bring home for that month? That's easy to say. How much you really bring home per pay period? Then you add it up for the month. Then that's your monthly pay that you receive for that income, number 1. If you have another person in the household, put my partner, my spouse, whatever, and then put what they bring in. You have other source of income that you actually could spend, write it down and put that income. And then you keep doing it to every income source. Then you tally it up to the bottom. That's your total monthly income for that month. Now you're going to do another section, C. You can put differences. Now you're going to tally up the income minus expenses. Then you're going to put the amount there. It's either going to be a plus or a negative. Now if it's a plus, that's good. That means you have extra money that's in the plus that you can start putting for savings or whatever. But we'll go there for another time period. If it's a negative, now you know where you stand as a snapshot of what your income to expense level is per month. Now, at that time period, you could look at it and say, well, you could scale it back. What do I really need on my expenses that would make you want to make sure you have an even number for your expenses or bills to your income, total monthly income. Now, if it's negative, now you got to find a way to get rid of some stuff, scale back some stuff to make it even, or figure out how to get more income to make that even as well. That's a good way to start off and know what your fiscal monthly budget is. Then once you get that settled up, then you now know, do I need to go figure out a way to get some more money to do something to cover this, or do I have enough money? So a lot of people don't know. Just a good snapshot. Now, once you have that together, which is the most important part, because you can't plan and figure out what the next step to do unless you know what you're looking at. You won't know what to scale back on until you know what you're really looking at. And then each month, as you looking at it, you can say, well, I really didn't spend that much money on this per month, like things like gas and food and stuff like that. You can always adjust that amount to make it reasonable. Are you wasting money? How much are you wasting? So now you don't have to waste money. So you won't know how to adjust or add that stuff up unless you have it in your face, written on paper, A lot of people are like, well, I know in my back of my mind, I know. No. Don't rely on that. That is ridiculous. Listen, do not do that. Because if it worked, everybody would do that, and then you won't have a problem, and there won't be a reason for me giving you this information. Write it down so it can be in your face, a piece of paper in your face, so you actually could look at it and do work on it. Now, here's where discipline coming in. It's homework. You really have to be on this all the time to make sure it actually works. You have to really care about what you're doing to actually do this. Now, say if you want to save for a house, or save to get a car, or save for a trip or anything. If you don't really know what you're spending and for your bills or income situation, you're really going to have a hard time. A lot of people like to wing it and go day by day. That's very terrible. That's a terrible way to do that. Always do this on a regular basis every month. Now, how do you execute that plan? Now that you have this monthly budget plan, where do you go from there? Okay, you have your monthly budget, put that to the side. Now, from that monthly budget, you're going to do your weekly or bi-weekly planning budget. It's more work, huh? No, this comes with discipline. It's very necessary. Now, if it's a weekly, you get paid weekly. That's simple. You're making your budget, your weekly plan, to be a weekly plan based on the days you get paid. So if you got paid on a Monday, your week gonna start from Monday to Sunday. Every Monday to Sunday. Now, if you and your partner get paid on different days, like say for instance, I get paid every week. Now, if we both got paid every week, that's simple. The first day of the week, if I got paid on a Monday and my partner get paid on a Wednesday, that week gonna start on a Monday. Okay? Still Monday till Sunday. Now, in that, on your next sheet, you're gonna put weekly budget. You put the weekly, the Roman numeral 1, week 1. That's week 1. You'll put that date of that next month, start from your pay period, to the next date. That's week 1. The next time period is week 2. The next pay, the week 3, week 4. You should usually have 4 set up, or 5, depends on the month. Now, on that weekly part said weekly, you're gonna go to Roman numeral A, or the letter A. Then you're gonna put income. You write that income, underline that. Then underneath that, number 1. What's my income? The income is my income. The first one is my income. I'll put my name on it. I don't put my income. Let's put AC. The date I get paid and the amount, which is the net pay, not gross, the net pay. Now, my spouse, she get paid on a Wednesday or something like that, or Thursday or whatever. That's number 2. Her name, the day she get paid, and the amount. You do that with every source of that week that you'll get. Whatever income comes for that week, you'll put that on the next line. 1, 2, 3, whatever. You're going to total it up. That's your total income for that week. Now, you're going to do this for each one. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. If you both get paid bi-weekly, then you do the exact same thing. But you're going to do it for that. You're still going to do it weekly. We're going to do it for if you both get paid bi-weekly, you're going to do it for like a bi-weekly plan. If one get paid weekly, one get paid bi-weekly, you're still going to do a weekly plan because one person still get paid weekly. Only difference is on the bi-weekly plan, you're going to put it on the dates. Whatever that date that person get paid, you put it on that week that's going to cover for that time period. Okay? It's not hard. It's very simple. Once you get that part set up on your different papers and your income, now you got to put the next line, B, bills and stuff. Now for each, make sure you put on each sheet Now underneath that, you're gonna look at your monthly budget sheet. You'll be like, well, you're gonna line that stuff up. The bills that need to be paid on certain dates on the weekly time period that you have set on your paper. It says for this week, from this date to this date. Put that amount bill on that time period. Just match it up. If your first bill is paid on week 1, you'll know by the date because you put the date on the monthly budget sheet. You put that on that week 1, number 1 bill. That bill, the date, and the amount. And do that for every bill. Now, for those like groceries and stuff like that, if you buy groceries every week, you'll put of that amount that you have on there for that monthly. Now you got to break it down up to, if you got 4 weeks, break it up to 4 weeks. The first week, I need to spend this much for groceries. Second week, spend that much for groceries, and so on. Same thing for gas. You have a monthly budget. You look at it, now you're going to break it up to different weeks. For this week, I got this much money spent for gas. Then each paper put the same thing. So when you got all that in line, now you put your total. Now it's the total of bills bills and stuff that you have to pay for per week. Now you got another line, C. Now you're going to tally the difference. Your total income minus the total bills for that week. And that's going to be a plus or minus. Do you have an overage of income, which you also could apply to another week? Or do you have a shortage of income? If that comes the case, now you have to look on your sheet and say, well, what can go to a different week? Now you plug and play which bill or whatever situation you have planned, could it go to the next week or so to be paid for? Because I already know the balances of that week. Now, if it comes to be a real shortage on every week, now you got to figure out what you can scale back or what you can do. That's what you got to do. You got to put your personal thinking together with you and your partner. If you got a partner, you got to do it together. I know 2 people like to do it together, whatever. Maybe one person can do it. If the other person trusts you enough to do so, then still ask the partner what they think about this, that, before you do it yourself. I'm the person that handle my budget in home. That still ask my wife, is this appropriate for here to here? Is she's okay? Because she's a part of the budget as well. Even though I'm managing it, she's part of that. You always got to consult with the other person. You're not alone. If you're alone, it makes it simpler. And that's the basic way of how to handle your monthly budget and your weekly budget as well. Now, when you get paid, you know how much you put a pay towards take care of whatever item need to be taken care of. You know how much money you have extra, or how much money you need still to get. So now you know what you need to fix by the next month. Now you know how to calculate this stuff and fix it and adjust it. This also going to help you manage your income and expense per month. Also help you with your credit as well, because you manage your money better. Now you know how to pay your bills on time. You know what you need to do, and also going to help you, benefit you to get more income if you're short. Figure out how I need to get more income, or how to make the dollar work. You can make a dollar work. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to have a lot of money to have a budget. The budget is based on what you actually bring in and what goes out. So I definitely wanted to touch bases on that. I can get more detail with you personally, help you, everybody do it. This is my my way of giving that to you free, because you also can do an annual income as well, but it's a whole nother situation. I do my annual income, monthly budget, and my weekly budget. So if you have any questions, make sure you rewind, go back to it, stop and pause, as you can write stuff down. and send a message. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can go over something a little more detail. But I think that's everything I can cover on that. It seemed like I covered everything to the best of my ability, and I try to break it down as slow as I could. But sometimes you need more work on that. So rewind it, keep playing it back again. I'm definitely happy to help. I want to see more people take more charge of their income and get better credit. This definitely helps your credit a lot, because now you know what you can spend, what you can't spend, and what you should spend. But it does cause, you have to be disciplined with this. And if you and your partner are not disciplined with this, it's not going to help you. It's going to hurt. So it takes some work, it takes some time, and it becomes a habit. You know, it's actually a habit to me. I've been doing it for so long. It's a very habit. I'm not going to get away a day or so without doing my stuff. And there's also, you can do this also if you have a business or run a business. It's the same concept. You use the same strategies into your business strategy, your income, expenses, small businesses and stuff like that. So that's something I want to give you. Hope you learned something from that. Also, I want to wrap this episode up and give you, recommend 5 movies for you. The first movie is called Dear Child. This is not a PG-13 movie. It has mystery and drama. It's a new 2023 movie on Netflix. It's absolutely wonderful. The second movie is called Bombay Rose. Not PG-13 again, on Netflix. It's a thumbs down. That's not a good movie for Bombay Rose. It's said, in my notes it's saying it's not good at all. Spider-Man, No Way Home. That's a Marvel movie. It's on Stars. Absolutely amazing. Awesome. Great to watch. Now, if you're a Marvel fan like I am, you'll love Marvel. Anything Marvel, you're definitely going to love it. Another one, Elemental. It's on Disney Pixar. Great visuals, pleasant music, fun to watch. Another one, How to Get Away with Murder. It's a drama. It's a show on Netflix, rated R, starring Viola Davis. It's a show, actually. It has 6 seasons. Very good show. Thank you, my supporters, for supporting my online store and podcast. Please continue to give me your feedback. I love your feedback. Thank you for those who stopped me and talked to me and said, listen, I love what you're doing, love what you're mixing up. I appreciate that too. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. I'll give you a shout out. Don't forget to check out my online apparel store called Straight Hating Fashion and More. Go to straighthatingfashionandmore.com. Thank you for watching or listening, depending on what platform you're currently using. Follow my podcast on straighthating.castles.com for video podcasts and straighthatingpodcast.buzzsprout.com for audio podcasts. I'm also on Spotify, YouTube, and several other platforms. I'm your host, AC. Talk to you later. Peace.